If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of TED Talks, Guitars and Life, early morning edition. Yeah, man. So this is the body of the black and blue Squier Strat we acquired for $75, and a couple of issues. So we have cleaned the body, although it still looks old and tired and worn out. That is all right. We'll figure out what to do with that, if anything, later. And we have removed some stickers. So what I want to address right now is this little repair job that's needed for this crack. I think you could probably see that. It is separated from the body. So this is a case where the screw for the pick guard was too long. It went through the body and out the other side here. Maybe you could see that exit wound, as it were. Maybe you can't. Yeah. Well, no, now you're not even in the shot at all. Holy cow, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. This is a hole. And so as you think about it, so a very elongated screw or a drilled hole. Anyway, there's a hole here on the end, and the screw was so close to the side that it broke the body. So, options. What I want to do is affix this piece back together so that this is solid, and then I'm going to want to fill that hole and kind of start over, if that makes any sense at all. So I've got a couple of options by way of products. So this is basically wood on wood in this break. So perhaps we could use some wood glue, anything like a Elmer's wood glue or something like that. Or we could go with the old Titebond 3. It's what I used to put the neck on that Leo guitar. We could throw some CA glue in there. And we've always got UV resin standing by for any kind of touch-up stuff that we need to do. So I am thinking, just to get things started, I think what I'd like to do, so a couple of different options. Okay, so one is I could put wood glue in here and then I could clamp this really tight. Guys, this is a good time for me to say now, nothing I do is prescriptive for you, just descriptive of my craziness, right, with guitars. You do you, Jack. In fact, put it in the comments how you would do this. I'm sure there's lots of people that would want to know your opinions about things. So, and I've got a couple of toothpicks standing by to fill that hole later on. But for right now, I'm trying to determine what kind of glue I'm going to put in there. I was thinking CA glue, and then I was thinking wood glue, and I'm really kind of torn about that. I don't know. I mean, look, does this matter? No, it doesn't matter. Nobody would ever see that, but I just want to fix it. So, I think what the CA glue would be good for is that once we kind of have this like that, then you can put the CA glue is like water. It'll trickle down into any kind of nooks and crannies that may not have been, glued, so to speak. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a little Titebond 3, and I'm going to attempt to put some glue down in here in these cracks. So I'm going to want to pull it open, with hopefully without breaking it off, and shove some good amount of glue in there. And then I'm going to want to take my Mr. Pen, hey, it's a budget challenge, Jack, and clamp that bad boy shut and let that dry for a while. I do have some electronics coming that I've decided to do with the guitar. So let me get some glue somewhere on some kind of apparatus. Man, how's your day going? What are you guys working on today, man? Man, I pray whatever you're doing, man, you're digging what you do and doing what you dig, Jack. Pray that you're surrounded by people, man, who love and affirm you, man. people who champion you. And life is too short not to have good friends who affirm you, people that you dig, man. Yeah, man, community is so important in life. All right, so I'm going to take one of these toothpicks and I'm going to kind of sort of wedge this open a little bit. Then I'm going to take this other toothpick and I'm going to attempt, keyword is always attempt at TED Talks, Guitars, and Life. If you hang on the channel, you already knew that. Hey, if it's your first time hanging out with us, welcome, man. Come back anytime and hang out with us at TED Talks, Guitars, and Life, man. We got lots of great people in the comments, man. People who know so much more about all of this than I know. And I know that I personally appreciate all of their comments, and you probably would too, man. So stick around and hang out with some good folks, man. The channel is about guitars, man. It's also about life. And I have just really appreciated and value all of the great people that I've met on my little YouTube journey, man. I'm not really worried about getting anything on the body, guys. I can come back and clean that up. I'm just trying to get some glue in here. And I keep I keep missing the hole because I'm worried about whether or not my hand is in the camera. So guys, I apologize if you don't see exactly what I'm doing here for the next, I don't know, little bit. But I just want to make sure that I'm getting the glue placement where it needs to be. All right. Now this would be a good spot to put some CA glue in there that I mentioned earlier, because that CA glue would just trickle right on down into that crack that I got going there. However, we're just going to try to get some in here. Something like that. Okay, so we've got our glue pretty much. Most of that wood surface is covered. I'm going to just get a little bit kind of aggressive with it. Now that you've seen the delicate process, I'm just going to kind of do the TED thing. And all right, now. So, got our wood in there. Our wood. We got our glue in there. So now this is gonna ooze everywhere, okay? Look, nobody panic. No panic at the disco or anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? If you feel that. All right, I'm little, I need some kind of, yeah, let's do this. It occurs to me, I knew this going in, but it does occur to me now to let you know that I am aware that there's a hole and that a lot of this glue is going to fall out the bottom of that hole. So what we'll end up doing more than likely is that after we get this in here sealed up kind of as best as we can, then we'll worry about all the fine-tuned details. For right now, I'm just really trying to establish a solid connection point. All right, well, this is going to have to dry for a while, and I've got plenty of things to do today, so we'll check back much later on in the day. But I just wanted to, bring you guys in here and let you see the process. I know that, look, man, you may do it completely differently, and that is all right, my friends. But there's a lot of people who want to know how I do things, so I'm just documenting for their purposes. Feel free to put your process in the comments. And yeah, man, we'll be back after some dryage. Stick around.
If you like this kind of content, why don't you like the video? Consider subscribing to the channel. Come back anytime and hang out with us at TED Talks, Guitars, and Life. And now, let's get back to it. Well, my apologies, everybody. I thought I was filming. I was not. Oh, man. Anyway, I have glued a toothpick in that hole. And so now what we're going to do in this particular part of the journey is we are going to let all of this dry. And then later, I don't know if that's later today or tomorrow, or I don't know when later is going to occur. But we will assess. On the top of this horn, we have another toothpick that came with the guitar. That toothpick was free with the price of admission. And that toothpick was loosey-goosey. By the way, I did, in the last video, we talked about cleaning the guitar. I went at it with all kind of chemical products, naphtha and glue boost, and not glue boost, naphtha and mineral spirits and glue gone and all kind of stuff. Today, while the glue was drying, I did just get some hot, warmish hot water with a few drops of dish detergent in it, and went over the guitar one more time. I've still got stuff that I can't do anything about, but it's coming along. So I'm going to grab my, well, I would grab my needle nose pliers if they were right here, but I don't need them. So that had a toothpick stuck in it. By the way, when you fill a guitar hole, you don't want to use the toothpick that way. You want to cut it where it's all round, because if you do it this way, the glue is not going to be able to wrap around the thinnest point of that. Now I guess some might argue, yeah, but what if your hole is just so... And here's the other thing. And don't ask me how I know this, guys, because I learned it the hard way. Oh, here's my needle nose pliers. Is that you, when you're measuring toothpicks and holes and stuff like that, what you don't want to do is put that in there and then let go. Because then your toothpick gets stuck in the hole and you cannot retrieve it. So always kind of hang on to it with some kind of needle nose pliers. And the reason that they went in kind of tip first on this is because it wasn't really fitting the other way. Okay, but you see how it's going in there. If I wanted to, I could push it in. So that hole is really not borne out completely. So here's what I need to do. I need to ascertain. I need to get the pick guard, and I need to line it up with these holes. And I need to make sure that one, that is the pick guard that I am going to keep on the guitar. And if it is, whether or not I'm going to fill this extra hole or not, or let it ride. So that is going to have to be another video, just based on the amount of time we've spent talking about all this today, hanging out, talking guitars and life. What did we do? Well, we repaired a hole on a guitar as if that hole was not there. So we will have to re-drill that hole for the pick guard. So in the next video, what we'll do is I'm going to take the electronics off of that pick guard. I think I'm going to use that pick guard and replace electronics. Or I may have a loaded pick guard coming that will look kind of smoking hot on here. We'll find out in the next vid. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me, man. You guys are the best, as always. We'll see ya. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.